What does Cardi B have in common with this 1994 film? Cardi B's chart-topping record, I Like It, featuring Bad Bunny and J Balvin, samples an iconic Boogaloo record released in 1967 by Pete Rodriguez, a Puerto Rican musician from the Bronx. The record reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, went diamond, and became the first song by a female rap star to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. But she wasn't the first to sample the record. Rewind to the year 1994. A black filmmaker by the name of Darnell Martin gets several offers from studios like New Line Cinemas and even Spike Lee to produce her film Blackout. She eventually landed on an agreement with Columbia Pictures. The film is about a young Puerto Rican family living in the Bronx. The dad gets locked up after looting during a blackout, leaving his wife to figure out how to make ends meet without him, pushing her to find her independence and strengthening her self-worth. Director Darnell Martin fought with the studio because they wanted to make it more of a romantic comedy, diluting the story. And of the battles she fought, the studio won the title of the film, renaming the movie I Like It Like That. Darnell said that she hated that name and didn't know why the studio went with it, but the studio believed that it resonated more with an urban audience, like Do the Right Thing or She's Gotta Have It. In comes the Blackout All-Stars, a one-off group of music stars, including Tito Nieves, Sheila E., Grover Washington Jr., Tony Pavon, Dave Valentin, Tito Puente, and Paquito de Rivera. Now, I couldn't find much information on how this group was put together, but my guess is that Columbia Pictures gathered the group to put together a flagship song for the film, where they also sampled Pete Rodriguez's record I Like It Like That, naming it after the original. As for the name, the Blackout All-Stars, my guess is that they named the group after the original title of the film, Blackout. The film tackles some really important issues, including colorism within the Latin community and the violence and isolation that LGBTQ folks have received for just being themselves. Reminder, this was 31 years ago. Darnell Martin was way beyond her years in filmmaking and crafting a touching story about people that we rarely get to see on screen even today. The film stars Lauren Velez, Rita Moreno, John Seda, and more. Now, the song for the film wasn't nearly as successful as Cardi B's version, but in 1996, Burger King licensed the song for a commercial, getting it back into rotation on radio and music television and onto the Billboard charts. I bet Pete Rodriguez had no idea that his 1967 record would be such a cultural phenomenon decades later. But let me know if you have any thoughts about the film I Like It Like That or the song, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at FromTheRecord_.